tryouts?
They're going on right now at Tice Park.
Tice, okay. Are you coaching or what is
I'm on the board and coaching and whatever else.
Gotcha. Okay.
I've done registering and done
Making it work.
All I'm trying to do is get to the sushi spot.
Where?
Where's the sushi spot?
Sake, right around the corner.
Oh.
They have a special line?
I don't know, I just need some. I've had surgery Saturday, and I've been lost in
I got a flyer.
trying to tell me that song. He said at least
Where's your professional? Where's your professional? They've got on a jacket. You're the only one.
Doug and I were going to try to do shirts yesterday.
I'm pass. Not a lot, but yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Teresa was on that about made it. Yes, I did. Cut me off one. Great lady. Great lady. Say, I'm getting older.
Good.
Mr. Brock couldn't play it. It was
Will you lead us in the
Never been asked. Rodney, you going to do a prayer to say no?
Doug got a prayer. I made that prayer back in. Well, Jack Sutton actually made it.
I would love that. You going to do the prayer?
If Doug, pass it down here to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight about that first. Right. Okay. And we yes, it's
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our regular scheduled meeting of the Griffin Board of City Commissioners, May 28, 2019. We will, the meeting is now called to order. We will have the Pledge of Allegiance by Commissioner Brock and the invocation by Commissioner Holbert.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in prayer. Father, we're here today to ask for your blessings and guidance in the performance of our duties as elected officials. We pray for strength, love, knowledge, and understanding. Help us to recognize and solve the problems that are presented. Make our solutions fair and just to the best interest of everyone. Help us to overcome our shortcomings and keep us united as a team to work for the betterment of the city and its people. We pray in your name. Amen.
Amen. Now the presentation of delegations. Number one, recognize the Harry Simmons wastewater treatment.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
A motion by Commissioner Holbert to approve the agenda, second by Commissioner Brock. All in favor, let it be known by your hand. 7-0. Okay, now on the presentation and delegations. Recognize the Harry Simmons water treatment plant and Steel Branch water treatment plant for Platinum Awards for the Georgia Association of Water Professionals in recognition of complete and consistent SDWA permit compliance during the calendar year 2018. This is the 12th year in a row for receipt of the award. Public Works and Utilities will present on behalf of JWB.
Yes, ma'am. Let me introduce you to Martha Drolette. She is our superintendent at Harry Simmons, and Mike Melton is the superintendent at Steel Branch Reservoir. So on behalf of GAWP and the Executive Committee, which I'm on, we're presenting tonight Harry Simmons Water Treatment Plant and Still Branch Water Treatment Plant with the 2018 Platinum Award. This is the 12th year of straight recognition of meeting the following criteria. This is a recognition of water treatment facilities that have no permit violations for MCLs or MPDSs, which we won't go into, okay? And for pretreatment and NPDES permits, there's no violations in the previous year. They comply with all the Safe Water Act requirements, and they meet or exceed all parameters. And obviously, we do the consumer confidence report, and it proves that out every year. And these two people, they know their business. They work very well together. You know, we have tandem plants. So when one plant goes down, somebody gets called in from home and they crank up the other plant if it's necessary. When we have fires, they come in, they crank up, especially Martha, she can put out 440,000 gallons per hour through the plant. And we've done that before, but these two people are really smart. They keep me straight, and they're the reasons why for 12 years in a row that we have good drinking water in the city of Griffin supplied to our wholesalers and to Spalding County. And there they are. You already got those.
Okay, next we'll move into citizen comments. At this time, the chairperson will open the floor to comments from the audience. Comments should relate to a specific agenda item, not listed on the agenda for a public hearing, or to a concern within the jurisdiction of the city. Commission meetings serve the purpose of conducting city business and are not a forum for the unlimited expression of opinion. The chairperson reserves the right to limit comments to matters germane to city business and may refer speakers to the city manager or other staff for resolutions. Is there anyone on my left that would like to come forward and address the board? Is there anyone on the right that would like to come forward and address the board? Okay, now we'll move into public hearings. Public hearings are conducted to allow public comments on specific advertised issues such as rezoning, ordinances, policy development, operating budgets, and other legislative action to be considered by the City Commission. We're going to switch on our published agenda. We're going to do number 3 first and number 2 second.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Receive comments regarding a request for a special use permit to allow the expansion of a legal non-conforming structure located at 210 Georgia Avenue. Tucson Kirk will address.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
The applicant requests to construct an addition onto an existing non-conforming structure. The special use permit is required because the legal non-conforming structure cannot be enlarged or extended unless the special use permit is issued. So, planning staff has found that the request at this location is in compliance, outlining the zoning ordinance. The Planning and Zoning Board, as well as staff, has recommended approval of the special use permit with the following conditions. Condition 1 being exterior improvement with stucco, landscape screening at the rear, a 6-foot privacy fence, and parking to be installed 24 months after the special use is improved, with 36 spaces, 48 max with 2 handicap spaces. And failure to meet the conditions will result in a revocation of the certificate of occupancy.
Okay. Again, this is a public hearing. Is there anyone that would like to address this item on the agenda?
This is item 3 that we're dealing with first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay, now we'll move to number 3.
Number 2.
Okay, number 2. Receive comments regarding a request for a special use permit to allow the expansion of a legal non-conforming structure.
The one on top of that,
Okay.
even though I helped.
Slow down.
Okay. Receive comments. How are we numbering these? The way I'm doing?
We just go on.
Just go back to that one.
Receive comments regarding a request for a special use permit to allow for a places of assembly for an existing church located
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
located at 210 Georgia Avenue for the place of worship and multi-purpose space facility.
Yes, ma'am. So basically, place of assembly, since they're putting an addition onto the building, we want to make sure everything is up to code. So we're asking to approve a special place of assembly for the church to allow for the fellowship hall / classrooms. That's part of the addition that's going on to the house. So this is really a formality to bring everything into compliance.
Okay, again, it's still a public hearing. Is there anyone that would like to come forward and address this item on the agenda?
I wonder why not. Somebody from that organization, I think, should be here to speak. Thank you.
Okay.
I didn't think I needed to. Yes. I'm pastor at 210 Northside Baptist Church, which is 210 Georgia Avenue, where we was asking for permission to do an addition to our building for the purpose of classroom and for fellowship area. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Once again, is there anyone else that would like to address this item on the agenda? Okay, thank you. Okay, number 4, receive comments regarding the proposed budget for fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2019 and ending June 30th, 2020.
Madam Chairman, we had the budget presentation this morning. We've had a paper copy on file in our office for review by the public. We've had it online. We've advertised it accordingly, and we've had no comments to date. And we, by rule, need to have a public hearing tonight, and we'll have another one on June the 11th prior to its adoption.
Thank you. Once again, this is a public hearing. This is a time if anyone has anything to questions or any other discussion. Thank you. Now we'll move into our consent agenda. Is it okay for us to do them all at once?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda, items 5 through 7.
Slide it over, Ms. Teresa.
I have a motion. Second. Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Holberg and a second by Commissioner Murray to approve the consent agenda, 5 through 7. All in favor, let me know by show of hands. 7-0. Now move to our regular agenda. Consider approval of a request for, this is number 8. Consider approval for a request for a special use permit to allow for a places of assembly for an existing church located at 210 Georgia Avenue for a place of worship and a multi-purpose space facility.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner McCord and a second from Commissioner Holberg. All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Number 9, consider a request for a special use permit to allow the expansion of a legal non-conforming structure located at 210 Georgia Avenue.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Holberg and a second by Commissioner Flowers to approve. All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Number 10, consider resolution of support for the Griffin Housing Authority endorsing its process to provide services and education to the community regarding development and housing, landlord-tenant relationships, and affordable housing.
Make a motion that we approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner McCord and a second by Commissioner Flowers. All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. 12. Consider on first reading an ordinance enacting a new code section.
11.
I'm sorry. Consider a sub-grant agreement with the Atlanta Regional Commission of 80% funding, not to exceed $80,000, of a concept study summary document for the realignment of Hammond Drive and West Poplar Street in the total amount of $100,000 for the Public Work and Utilities Department.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Holberg and a second by Commissioner Murray. All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Number 12, consider on first reading an ordinance enacting a new code section 82-12, crowding, obstructing, or incommoding, giving law enforcement officers limited discretion under appropriate factual circumstances to direct a person to move on when blocking passage in public places. Chief Yates will address.
Make a motion to approve with a hearing his presentation.
I'll second.
A motion by Commissioner Holbert and second by Commissioner Tinsley. All in favor, let it be known by show of
I
hands.
I want to hear.
I want to hear his
I want to hear it.
statement.
Okay. I guess you're the discussion.
I think the chief deferred to me right before the meeting.
We were flipping a coin as to which one of us would address it.
We'll let you do it.
We'll let you do it. You'll be
Please.
I feel like I got drafted. So
All right, you've been drafted.
we needed some extra tools in our toolbox to deal with some of the complicated issues that we have. There's been a number of circuit court cases that have, the trend has been to limit what law enforcement can do with people sleeping in public places and blocking alleyways and sidewalks and things of that nature. And when Drew and I and the city manager talked about it, we just want to make sure that our initial contact with people that are in those positions is lawful and legal. And so Drew drafted this ordinance after some research, and like I said, we just want to make sure that when we have our initial contact with somebody that's sleeping on the sidewalk or something like that, that we have the legal and lawful authority to do that. So
Thank you.
that sum it up, Drew?
Pretty much. It's
I wanted to ask a question. I encountered a situation over the weekend at the pool, and it was at capacity, it was over capacity. But the people outside of the pool were insisting that they be let into the pool, and it caused, it was not pretty. So
What is the pool?
a pool.
The swimming pool.
pool.
The swimming pool.
The city swimming pool.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So how would this,
probably would not apply in that particular situation. I think there you've got a limit on how many people can use that facility at one time. And when that facility reaches its maximum, then you can appropriately tell the rest they have to wait for somebody to leave before they can go in.
Like,
Now-
I think her issue is the behavior in the parking lot after they were told that they could go in.
It could be disorderly conduct, I
It
guess.
would depend on the circumstances. Was the officer out there working Saturday?
that one had to come out there, they had to come out.
Okay, because we have arranged to have that throughout the day as the pool's open this year. I don't know if they were out there that particular day or not. But this ordinance is really for something different, but we could issue them a warning, criminal trespass warning, disorderly conduct, depending on what their behavior are. A lot of times what we encounter, though, is individuals or juveniles, which limits our ability to deal with that sort of thing. So.
And that's kind of what the officer said, but it wasn't all juveniles. But anyway. Okay.
Finding mama is probably the best thing to do if see if they'll take care of it. But,
So this is for if they're obstructing, let's say, a public driveway or, I don't know,
right, but what,
any type of
It could
public
be a
passage.
sidewalk, it could be a doorway out of a public building or a private building, and if it's open at the time.
we have people that pitch a camp and bedroll and everything else right in front of businesses' doors, and even sometimes here, and people, the general public can't come and go. So this is just a mechanism to help us deal with that sort of
Okay,
thing.
I do have one question based on what Drew just said. Is you did say on private property, but this talks about public. So does it cover, is there something else that covers if they're on private property, or is this just for?
Well, your state trespassing statute certainly would cover on private property.
Okay.
The private property requires us to have either the permission of the owner ahead of time to say, I don't want anybody out here doing that, or some ability for us to contact them and them say, no, I don't want that occurring on my property. So it's just there's a different step in there. But mainly what we're dealing with is here lately has been just obstruction and kind of urban camping stuff in the public rights of way that is interfering with other people's ability to come and go the way they should.
One thing, too, the chief and I have discussed, and I think he was going to talk to Kenny about it, I don't know if they have yet, but we probably need to post even some public properties like the park at 6 with hours in which the park is open, and put up a sign that says no admittance after hours or during times when the park's closed. facilities like that, because otherwise, people are going to use these facilities, and the courts seem to tend to let them do it.
Gotcha.
Imperial Theater.
We have a list of 5 or 6 to-dos that we need to do along with it.
You know, you may see a lot of signs that you really rather not see, but at the same time, we don't put the signage out there, we're not giving them the notice the law requires.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
13, consider appointing 1 voting delegate and 1 alternate to represent the city of Griffin at the annual MEAC meeting and board election on Tuesday, July 9th, 2018.
Make a motion is, who's representing the electric department? Jennifer. To make a motion and appoint Rodney as the court as the delegate and Jennifer Freeman as our alternate.
Second.
Make a motion that the nominations be closed.
Second that nomination.
Okay. All in favor? 7-0. Number 14, consider cancellation of the City of Griffin Board of Commissioners June 25th workshop and regular meeting and July 9th, 2019 regular meeting due to commissioners' attendance at the 2019 GMA annual meeting June 22nd through 26th, 2019 and the 2019 MEAC Power annual meeting July 7th through 10th, 2019.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Tinsley and a second by Commissioner Hobart. All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. City Manager's report.
Our ministerial meeting last Thursday went very good. We had over 40 in attendance, and thank you for being there, and we hope that that becomes a regular event. We're still working on the punch list down at Historic City Hall. We still have some items left to do and anticipate that construction continuing over the next couple of weeks. As you just approved, we won't have another meeting after the June 11th meeting until July the 23rd. So we'll have a break there, and of course it won't be a break because we'll be at GMA and then the MEAG meeting. So if you have anything that we need to discuss, that June 11th meeting will be the time to do that. And I believe that's it. Make sure all your stuff is in for GMA, which is June the 22nd through the 26th, and all your registrations in for MEAG. That's it.
Just want to thank Mr. Smith, staff, Marcus, everybody for their hard work on the budget. That was an impressive presentation today, and it's overwhelming where we've come from 2004. So excellent presentation. June Jam is going to be the 8th. It's going to have a beach theme. We're no longer the Exchange Club at Cornhole has moved to the Doc Holiday Blues and Barbecue Festival, so we're going back under the trees. Free concert, been going from 5 o'clock till 10:30. Tables are available for $1.35 for seating of 4. Other than that, it's free. Tons of sand are going to be dumped out there, so it should be a great block party. And then every Saturday night, there'll be some type of activity going on with concerts in the 6th Street Park. The Princess Party is going to be, I think, the last weekend of June, so with City Church. So hopefully through August, we'll have a Saturday night event going on downtown.
Awesome. Thank you. Commissioner Murray.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Congratulations, Dr. Keller, on the treatment plant award and the presentation this morning on the budget for everyone that worked on that. Staff, I enjoyed it, and I understood it a lot more this year. So thank you for your hard work. That's it.
No comment.
Ms. Brock.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, hold up just a minute. Commissioner Tinsley.
I'll second that in just a minute. I too would like to thank Kenny and the staff on the budget and finding some funding, much needed funding for our employees, our first responders. So that was really needed. Thanks for the hard work.
I guess I'm going to echo what everyone else said about the budget, but I also want to say congratulations to Reverend Williams, Pastor Williams at Northside Baptist Church. I grew up less than a block away from that church.
Did you attend that church?
No, I didn't. I went to Piney Grove, but they know where I went to church. And just glad to see some improvements going on to his church and being able to expand, and that's what we're looking for in the city. Thank you.
Okay.
We got a motion already.
Second.
A motion by Commissioner Commissioner Brock and second by
Tinsley.
Commissioner Tinsley. All in favor, let me know by show of hands. 7-0.